Hi, it's Dietzel here, standing in front of one of our whiteboards in our international office. And I've been working today on working with clients, people just like yourself, in creating and selling high-end programs and services. And I want to reveal a model to you because I find that over and over and over again I have to re-educate people in terms of the model, the business model, that simply doesn't work today. In fact, I'm going to draw the model for you. And I'm going to reveal to you some shocking statistics on why this model simply doesn't work in today's business coaching arena. Now, I don't know if most people don't know of these statistics. I can tell you this, and as I reveal to them, I can almost guarantee you, you haven't seen these statistics before. And most importantly, you probably are following this business model right now. This model is at least outdated, if I can be kind. And secondly, more to the point, it simply won't work. And if you really are interested in selling your information online, you need to really understand, first of all, how to do it properly. And if you want to understand and sell your information for top dollar, it's really important that you understand why this model doesn't work. So I want you to follow with me. I've got a few markers here that I'm going to use so that you can read this properly. I'm going to draw out a typical business funnel right here. And that is a business funnel where I'm sure you've seen this many times, where people come into the top and they work their way all the way down through the funnel, all the way to the bottom and out the business back end. And this is normally where most people teach you that your highest end programs and services are. I'm going to reveal to you, though, why the system doesn't work. I'll just go through this again. Our red marker here seems to be dying a little bit. But I want to show you why this model doesn't work. First of all, a lot of people, as I said, teach this business coaching model. And many gurus today teach this. Just about everybody that I know teaches this. And I'm going to call this the X strategy business funnel. All right? And this funnel, by the way, simply doesn't work. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. In our traditional business funnel, people come in, as I said at the top, they come into a front-end program or service, and then from there they come into higher-end programs and services. So they might start with a $27 product, go to a $49 product, $99 product, and a $497 product. Now, before I share with you the real statistics and how they impact these dollar values right here, I want to give you three critical stats or three critical observations that you need to see immediately. Let's look at an observation first of all, then two critical statistics, and then I'm going to weave those into understanding how profitable is this model really? How profitable is it? You look at the top, the $27, $49, $99, $497. Before I calculate the profitability for this model, I want you to understand again the first observation, and that's tied into what we teach, what I teach my business clients, and that is the shortest path to big profits wins. So first of all, the funnel is too long. All right, there's too many layers. It's too long in today's marketplace. Secondly, I want to reveal to you a statistic that you probably don't know, and that is that the refund rate on the front end of a traditional business funnel is at least 50 to 60%. That means for everybody, every two people that purchase your front end product or service, and all those gurus out there that are telling you how well they're doing, I'll tell you very definitively that out of every two purchasers, they're losing at least one person asking for a refund. Why? Because they're outsourcing their content, they're telling you, and they're doing things that simply don't build real value in today's marketplace. And so, second observation then, or the statistic that I want to share with you then, is the 50% refund rate. And that's as high as 60% or even higher. The third statistic I want to share with you is what I call the 70-30 rule. That is that 70% of people watch, read, or listen to 30% of a DVD, will complete the 30% or will complete the DVD, read a book, or listen to a downloadable file. So the 70-30 rule, 70% of people will actually complete 30% of your front-end product or service, and every single layer all the way through. So we call that the 70-30 rule. Now let's look at the profitability then of this model. So we've looked at one observation, it's too long. Secondly, two statistics. Now I want to look at the profitability of what that looks like. So if we take 100 people up here coming into your front end program or service, okay? So those 100 people buy your $27 product. Now, if we look at the 50% refund rate, we actually only have 50 people coming through and actually completing that. And out of that, the 70-30 rule, and if you follow the statistics all the way down, 50% and the 70-30 rule all the way down, the numbers will look like this. 50% will get 50 people will get through the $27 product. 50% will return it. Remember our 70-30 rule. That means 15 people get to here, 3 people get to here, 1 person gets to here. And if you add all of that up on your calculator, you get a total of $2,800 or $2,881. I'll put a comma there. $2,881. The profitability in this model for 100 people coming through, you divide that through by 100 and you get $28.81. I hope you can see this is simply no way to build a business. And it's simply no way to get wealthy. And again, bottom line, it misses this, it makes this fundamental mistake. The funnel is too long. I want to share with you, that's our X strategy, what I call the X strategy business funnel. I want to share with you now a different funnel. The funnel looks like this. I'm going to erase this. Instead, I want to remember I shared with you the importance of the smallest or the shortest path to big profits wins. On the old funnel, we had the long funnel coming down. Instead, I want to draw our business funnel now like this. We're going to invert the business funnel like this, so it's narrow at the top, not wide at the top like the old, like the X strategy. And we're going to call this the Y strategy, the Y strategy business funnel. And the importance of this model, and I'm going to show you right now and demonstrate very quickly the profitability of this model. It's really important to understand that people's attention span today is completely limited. And if you don't have a system and a way of educating your target market up here very profoundly, we'll call this now Y at the top. I called the X strategy, we called it X at the top. I didn't mention that before, but that's why we call it the X strategy, because it starts with X and it's the normal business funnel, which is too long, too many layers in it. The Y strategy starts at the top and it leads to what we call Y to the end. Accelerated cash flow, accelerated profitability. Instead of leading with a $27 product, what we teach our clients to do, and what I'd recommend that you seriously consider if you want to move into a marketplace where you command top dollar for your information and where you command quickly the attention of your marketplace, because it's either play big or go home. This model here allows you to play big because it's the shortest path to big profits. One layer into your back end off a $27,000 program. And the secret of this system right here is in the power of knowing how to leverage your value, your business back end, in building residuals. You know, Marcus Buckingham and Kirk Kaufman say this, that it's absolutely critical for entrepreneurs today to be able to create their educational system, their front-end programs and services, in a way that automatically has their ideal clients, those that are investing in their programs, promoting their programs and services. In other words, you need an automated referral system. And this system here allows you to do that. Why? Because it allows you, the system built properly, allows you to build Y in a very, very strategic way that follows the rules of what I teach in the webinar called Accelerated Cash Flow from Intellectual Property-Based Secrets. In other words, taking your experiences, which you've learned through the School of Hard Knocks, between your ears, and knowing how to position that to command top dollar for what it is that you know. And following the why strategy, the profitability on this model is simply unending. Why? Because not only are you commanding top dollar for your front-end program and service, remember the shortest path to big profits wins, but secondly, you have a way of building out residuals. Why? Because you're doing something that no one else is doing, and that's understanding how to translate your value into intellectual property. I want to challenge you right now to making sure that, first of all, you follow the why strategy for business funnel development, especially if you want to make real money online. And you understand that the next step for business coaching is that if you haven't attended the webinar that I do, that you jump on one if there is availability, and check out the URL below this video or on this page, and you register immediately. And I'm going to share with you intellectual property strategies for turning your information into the highest end programs and services. And I'm going to share with you very specific strategies on how to do that, and how to do it easily, and how to do it quickly. Remember, everything today is about speed to market. It's about knowing how to generate cash flow. And I can tell you this, the less formalized education you have, actually the better that my clients do. I want to challenge you right now, if you're really serious about making money online, making real money online, and you understand the importance of having and being associated with business coaching, proper business coaching, follow the why strategy. It is the secret to accelerating your cash flow and commanding top dollar for your experiences, for your information. For your next step then, my recommendation is this. Make sure that you understand what we've talked about, why the X strategy business funnel doesn't work, why the Y strategy is the obvious choice. And secondly, make sure that you register for the exclusive webinar that I do. Please make sure that you do that very quickly. I look forward to meeting you on that webinar. And most importantly, I look forward to now helping you take this first problem, and I'm going to present some other problems that are really critical for you to understand in order to do more than just survive, but in order to truly get wealthy with what you possess, what you've learned through the School of Hard Knocks, your information, your life experiences.